Hello, familia. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to all my oldies but goodies. You guys, I didn't film for 2 whole days. It feels like an eternity, but I'm back. I'm feeling good. My allergies are completely out of control. My nose is running. I'm sneezing. And whew, I don't know if I'm going to be a hot mess this video, but we will see. I also did get a new mic. I hope it's working well. I see it on the screen that it is, but you never know me and my mic issues. Here we are. You guys have asked me to review this. You guys know how obsessed we are on this channel with setting powders. I could talk about setting powders literally all day long because it's legit, especially an oily girl with big pores. It's like a dream come true. Before we get started with everything, let me tell you what I have on my face because I did my face completely so you guys can see what I have going on. I started with priming the skin, the Milk Poreless Matte Primer, added that all over the face, let that dry down to mattify the skin. Then I went in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. I'm in the shade Caracas. I added a little bit of the e.l.f. blue corrector because this foundation, it's warm. Adding the blue neutralized this warm foundation perfectly, and you can see it matches my skin tone. Foundation does oxidize a little bit. And I went in with the new e.l.f. Halo Glow Wand. I'm in the shade medium tan, added that all over the perimeter of the face so we get a little bit of bronze going. Then I went with my Charlotte Tilbury blush in the shade Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk is a shade that's not available, but I'll add a shade that is close to this one. I really like this blush because it's matte and it literally sticks onto the skin. And then you guys know I color corrected these under eyes because with my allergies, I swear my under eyes are so much darker and puffier. Blended all that bad boy out. Then I used the Honest Beauty concealer in the shade Fawn to conceal these dark ojeras because they are a mess. Here we are now, finally looking halfway together. Oh, you guys, I bought these headbands on Amazon. I think I'm gonna start wearing them because my pelitos are always all over the place. And then maybe we can like avoid makeup on my baby hairs, although my baby hairs are still escaping here, as you can see. Let me bring this down. So anywho's all ready to set. Let me give you some quick info about this and then for real, let's get started. The new MAC Studio Fix Pro Set Blur Weightless Loose Powder retails for $36. It comes in 6 shades. I have the shade Light. This is a ultra refined loose powder that sets makeup all day, instantly absorbs oil, and provides a photo-friendly matte finish with a 3D blurring effect. This is sweat and humidity proof, suitable for all skin types. I purchased mine at Ulta. Setting powders make or break your makeup. You see how my makeup looks right now? It looks nice. It looks cute, you know, but it's creamy. You can see texture and it doesn't look as smooth. It looks good. You know, it's like kind of missing something and it's missing this. Setting powder, if you're not really familiar with it or if you don't use it often, it sets your skin and it most often blurs and mattifies the skin. This allows your makeup, all these creams, to sit well all day long. If you sweat, if you get hot, setting powder kind of makes it stick down together and sets it so that if you were to leave the house, you're not looking super oily and things don't become slip and slidey. So MAC is just releasing a bunch of new makeup and one of them is this powder. Look at this packaging. It is cute. Look. Huh. I have the shade Light. I really like to have a lighter tone setting powder because I feel like it works well for my under eyes, my eyelids, and then my skin. It should just become a translucent shade. Oh, look, it has a little bowl and then you open it. Okay. Ooh, I love this part. You guys, I'm completely missing. Look, this fell out. The powder puff. It feels nice. It feels like the Makeup Forever powder puff. We're going to use this today. Let's open this up. My fave part. Ooh, that smell? No scent. And it has this net. So what this net does, typically you'll just have to press it down and then you can really get the powder nicely. So let me show you. And then this little bowl helps keep everything locked in together. Yeah, you see, it just kind of came out. You guys know I like to show you on my phone the texture of the powder. Also, never have used a MAC setting powder. I don't think so. Not maybe in the last few years. Yeah, this is how it looks. Let's see. It's not as finely milled, I don't think. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's very soft. Okay, okay. Here, let me swatch it. It looks deeper in this versus when you swatch it, you see how light it is? Does it have a sheen? It has like a slight sheen. Slight. Sometimes that doesn't work for the eye area. Let me blend one side out so we are ready to go. The thing about setting powders, it should work for 3 areas: the lid, the under eyes, and the face. If it's not working for all 3, I don't think it's a setting powder that is worth your money, especially high-end setting powders. Look at this little puff. I like that you can like really bend it. Okay. We're gonna even it out always. Oh my god, my nose is running. I always like to start with my under eyes first, and I'm gonna just press, look up, and then look straight ahead. And I'm gonna bring this down, start setting this side. Hold on, my nose. And then bring it back up and start setting. And what I'm doing is pressing this powder in. The reason you want to press in is because you don't want to move what you already just placed. And this took, you know, some minutes to get it all together. So then I'm just gonna press down, and this way you're setting and making sure what you place set well. So essentially your cream products are done. Like, this is how you would leave the house. This is how you want to look. And it looks a little rough, but you see with powders, it kind of just makes it so much more subtle on my under eye area, because I like to bake. And this is supposed to like mattify, blur, and do all that jazz. Let's see. Hold on, I didn't set my lid. Oh my, I forgot. By the way, pressing my powders with a powder puff is my preferred method. So look how the lids look. You see that sheen I was talking about? You can kind of see it, and the reason I'm saying that is because your skin is not matte. It has like a veil over it. Because you see this blurred part, you see how much smoother this side looks versus the cream side? And that's what setting powder does. It's gonna set down, make sure everything is just like not gonna move. It's not what I expected it to be though. I like the tone. It really melted into the skin. Considering this is a light shade, I'm typically like a medium shade. Okay, now let's set the other side. Let me add a little bit here. You know what? Let's add the sponge. Not my preferred method because a powder puff just gives you the best coverage. See how finely milled this is? Like how it's just melting on top of the sponge. And I have very creasy under eyes. Always want to get rid of your creases. You are going to set, look up, and then look back down. I'm doing the same pressing motions like how we did with our powder puff. And I can already see my under eyes don't look as smooth with the sponge. That typically happens quite often. And then again, we're just pressing in and going on top of that cream product. See my under eyes, how you see that darkness here? I'm gonna add a little bit of this powder with the puff, and let's bake a little bit. I like to bake just my under eyes because I have so many creases. Setting powder also helps because it's so finely milled. It gets into all those creases and fine lines. It kind of fills them up throughout the day because it is setting powder. They kind of don't move as much. As opposed to if you don't set, you see how my eyes were creasing? It kind of makes my under eyes look creasier. Powders is just a jam. It's just a jam. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me tell you the time. It is 7:50. Oh my god, I woke up late. It's okay. I'm gonna do at least a 10-hour wear test just so you guys see the real deal. I didn't do my lid. Okay, let me just finish up the face and I'll be back. Speed it up a little bit. Yeah. Peinadita and ready to go, you guys. Okay, after, you know, thinking about everything, the skin looks beautiful. This powder really melts into the skin. It doesn't really sit on top. You can't really bake with it also. A lot of times when you bake under eyes or like your face or whatever, typically matte powders that just sit on top of the skin. So what I like about this is that it really melts into the skin. You don't really look like you have powder on the skin because look. And then that sheen, remember I was telling you about when I swatched it? It's light. That's what makes this powder just literally make your skin look like skin. It's melting in. You see this like shine here? I didn't put any highlight or anything. The smoothness here, my lids don't look smooth. You see all those creases here? They don't look as smooth. They look nice, but nothing, ugh. And I've talked to you guys about this. Oh my God, my retainers, a lot of powders that have any sort of sheen, like any sort of glow in the slightest, doesn't set as smoothly the eye area. I don't really know why. I'm just assuming that because matte tends to be a little bit drier, it tends to get into areas that's something that a sheen product doesn't get in as well. From my experience, that's what I see the difference with matte powders and a powder like this. I really find this more as a finishing powder, not a actual setting powder. I really love how the skin looks, but you know what? Let's see if we have any sort of flashback. Let's see. I'll see. Is my flash on? Hold on. No, it's not. Oh no, wow, this looks good. Okay, you see that? You see just that shine, that healthy look this powder gives us. I love that. I love that, but I just don't know, one, how it's gonna last on my oily skin. And I'm not happy with my under eyes. I just feel like they don't look as smooth as like my Maybelline powder will make them, or like the Laura Mercier powder will just make them nice and smooth. And we'll see. Because look, let me show you. I like the puff better. I don't know, like really want to be very specific and articulate and really explain what I'm seeing. But you know, we're not trying to look gastadas. We do have oily skin and shine at the beginning. Who knows? This is it. Let's go in front of the window. It's extremely gloomy today. I don't know why. Like we're in full on spring, you know? But anyway, let's go in front of the window so you can see how things go or look. Oh wait, my lip. Melt Cosmetics and Give Lovable Me and Caffeine. Ooh, this retainer. I need to take this thing off. Okay, familia, this is how the skin looks. It looks really good. You see how just smooth everything is, but you see the shine, which kind of creates like texture in the under eye area. They just don't look smooth at all, but the skin looks really nice. It looks like skin. That's why I'm telling you, reminding me of a finishing powder that is not as matte and just really absorbs into the skin. So let's see. I kind of like how it looks in daylight though. Let's see how it goes. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. It's 6:36. We've had the powder on for about 11 hours, but you know, I got some footage for you at around 4 o'clock to show you how the skin was looking. As we've been seeing all day, I feel like I'm very glowy here, but everything's pretty well put together, just with the exception of the glow. I do have oily skin. I do drink a lot of water, so that's going to create a lot more glow onto the skin. Here we are now, 11 hours later. I'm a lot glowier than I anticipated. Do I look gastada? No, I don't. I'm just oily. I have naturally oily skin. I can't ever fault my skin for doing its thing. Do oils produce more? Yeah, I definitely think so because of that light sheen this powder has, which is okay. Do I like it? You know what I do? I definitely like it. It first of all reminds me of this powder from Makeup Forever, this HD skin one. It's like a setting powder, but it's also a finishing powder. I would categorize this more as a finishing powder. And the Estee Lauder one, also the translucent matte. These are very, very similar to this. I really think this though is a better version of these two because it blurs the skin a little bit more than anything. Because you don't really see that with any sort of glowy product. And it's crazy because this is not that glowy. It has enough glow just to notice. So let's tap the skin. Oh wait, before I tap, let me show you. See how nothing's breaking apart? You would think it would, right? They're really hot today. Like really hot. You'll always have like a natural glow with this powder. I definitely would recommend it for anyone who has dry skin or maybe normal skin. Oily skin, I probably wouldn't recommend it just because you guys saw we're gonna be super oily. It does do the job. It does set makeup. It does keep everything into place. Is it my favorite? No, because I really don't prefer finishing powders. A finishing powder is something that you can just kind of gloss over a matte setting powder, or if you have dry skin, this can truly be your setting powder. It did a great job considering what it does. I probably wouldn't buy it again, but I'll definitely use it so we have that nice natural glow. You know what I mean? Definitely will work with the new foundation pen, because it is full coverage matte. So I feel like these together would be like perfect match. That's why I don't use products that are meant to work together, just so we can see the product work on its own, you know? But let me know your thoughts, fam. Have you tried this out? Are you going to try it out? I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.